Yo, as we roll into a 2025, I want you to take a sec, seriously, a real deep breath. Feel all that weight you've been carrying on your shoulders from the past 12 months. Now imagine just shrugging it off like an old, worn-out jacket. Because right now, from this very moment, we're gonna talk transformation. We're gonna lay out the 10 things you absolutely gotta nail down before those New Year's Eve bells even chime. These aren't just a to-do list. They're the keys to unlocking your true potential, the roadmap to becoming the person you've always dreamed of. You ever feel like you're just drifting through life, like a leaf on a river with no real control? Well, that stops now. You're not going to be that person anymore. We're talking about setting yourself up for massive growth, pushing past your limits, and making big moves. This isn't about chasing fleeting trends or quick fixes. This is about building a foundation, brick by brick, that aligns with your deepest values and your highest aspirations. Let's get real about what it takes to reset your mindset and crush your goals. The reset. Mindset. Blueprint. 10 keys to unlocking your potential. 1. Set clear, compelling goals. Let's kick things off with goal setting, the bedrock of all achievement. When I say goals, I'm not talking about some vague, wishy-washy hopes or half-baked resolutions. I'm talking about crystal clear, deeply compelling objectives that ignite a fire in your belly. Most folks don't fail because they aim too high and miss. They fail because they aim too low and hit, or even worse, they have no target at all. They just float, caught in a current they don't understand and can't control. But that's not you, not anymore. You're going to set goals that challenge you, grow you, and make you reach for something bigger. Here's a challenge for you. Grab a piece of paper right now and write down your top 3 goals for the coming year. Get specific. Don't just write lose weight. Write lose 20 pounds by June 1st. Don't write make more money. Write increase my income by 25% through a combination of a raise and a side hustle. And here's the crucial part. Beneath each goal, write down why it matters. What will achieving this goal allow you to do? What kind of person will you become? What will you gain? How will your life change? How will it impact the people you love? This is where the magic happens. When you connect your goals to your deepest motivations, you unleash an unstoppable force, tapping into a wellspring of energy and determination you never knew you had. 2. Craft a personal growth plan. Your goals are your destination. Your personal growth plan is your map to get there. This is about becoming the person who can achieve those goals. Think about it. Each level of success demands a different version of you. The person who earns $50,000 a year is different from the person who earns $500,000. The person who can run a 5K is different from the person who can run a marathon. So what skills do you need to acquire? What knowledge do you need to gain? What habits do you need to cultivate? Maybe you need to learn a new language to expand your business internationally. Maybe you need to master public speaking to advance your career. Maybe you need to get better at time management to balance work and life. Whatever it is, write it down, make a plan, and commit to spending at least 30 minutes every single day on self-development. Read books, take courses, find mentors, invest in yourself. Because remember this truth, the most valuable asset you possess is you. 3. Declutter your life. Now let's talk about something that might seem mundane but actually holds profound meaning. Decluttering. And I'm not just talking about cleaning out your closet, though that's part of it. I'm talking about decluttering your entire life. Look around. What's holding you back in your physical space, your schedule, your relationships, your habits? What's cluttering your mind and draining your energy? Maybe it's a pile of magazines you feel guilty about not reading. Maybe it's a toxic friendship that always leaves you feeling exhausted. Maybe it's the habit of scrolling endlessly through your phone for hours. It's time to let all of that go. because you can't truly soar to new heights if you're weighed down by unnecessary baggage. Start with your physical space. Go through your home, room by room. Anything you haven't used in a year, anything that doesn't bring you joy, let it go. Donate it, sell it, recycle it. Make space for new possibilities. Next, tackle your schedule. How are you spending your time? Are you saying yes to things that don't align with your goals and values? Are other people's priorities dominating your life? It's time to start saying no and reclaim your time and energy for what truly matters. Finally, reevaluate your relationships. Are there people in your life who constantly bring you down, who dismiss your dreams, who scoff at your ambitions? It might be time to create some distance. Instead, surround yourself with people who lift you up, who challenge you, who believe in you even when you don't believe in yourself. Remember, decluttering isn't about deprivation. It's about making room for abundance. It's about creating the space for the life you truly want to live. 4. Establish a morning routine. Let me ask you something. How do you start your day? Do you hit the snooze button 5 times and then rush out the door in a frenzy? Or do you have an intentional morning routine that sets you up for success? The way you begin your day sets the tone for everything that follows. It's the foundation upon which your achievements are built. That's why every successful person I know has a morning routine. I'm not going to tell you exactly what your morning routine should be. That's for you to figure out based on your goals and circumstances. But I will tell you this. It should include 3 crucial elements. First, physical activity. Get your blood flowing. Whether it's a full-blown workout, a brisk walk, or even just some simple stretches, do something to wake up your body. Second, mental stimulation. Feed your mind. Read a book, listen to a podcast, work on a crossword puzzle. Do something that engages your brain and expands your knowledge. And third, emotional centering. Maybe it's meditation, maybe it's prayer, maybe it's journaling, or maybe it's just sitting quietly with your coffee. Do something that grounds you emotionally and connects you to your purpose. Start small. Wake up just 15 minutes earlier than usual and practice one of these elements. Then, gradually expand your routine. Soon, you'll find your mornings become a launch pad for powerful days. 5. Master your finances. Now, let's talk about money. Because here's a truth. Financial freedom isn't about having a specific amount in your bank account. It's about having control over your financial life. Too many people live in a financial fog. They don't know exactly how much they're earning, how much they're spending, or where their money is going. They're constantly one unexpected expense away from disaster. That ends today. Before the ball drops, get crystal clear about your finances. First, start by tracking every single dollar you spend for a month. Every single one. You'll make some surprising discoveries. You'll find holes in your financial boat you never knew existed. Next, create a budget. But not just any budget. Create a budget that aligns with your values and your goals. A budget isn't about restriction. It's about allocation. It's about making sure your money goes where you want it to, not just where it happens to go. And then start building an emergency fund. Aim for 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This isn't just about financial security. It's about peace of mind. When you know you can handle whatever life throws at you, you can act from a place of confidence, not fear. Finally, educate yourself about investing. You don't need to become a Wall Street wizard, but you need to understand the basics. Learn about compound interest, diversification, and long-term investment strategies. Remember, wealth isn't about luck or hitting the lottery or inheriting a fortune. It's about making smart decisions consistently over time. It's about delayed gratification and calculated risks. It's about making your money work for you instead of always working for your money. 6. Prioritize your health. Let's move on to something even more important than money, your health. Because here's a brutal truth. All the success in the world means nothing if you're not healthy enough to enjoy it. When we talk about health, I'm not just talking about the absence of disease. I'm talking about vitality, I'm talking about energy, about feeling alive in every cell of your body. It starts with what you put into your body. Take a hard look at your diet. Are you fueling your body with nutrient-dense foods that give you energy and clarity? Or are you filling it with processed junk that leaves you feeling sluggish and foggy? Commit to eating real food, food that didn't come from a box or a bag, food your grandparents would recognize. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just focus on whole foods, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. Next, look at physical activity. The human body was designed to move. Sitting in a chair staring at a screen all day is not our natural state. Find ways to incorporate more movement into your day. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Go for a brisk walk on your lunch break. Find an exercise you enjoy and do it regularly. But health isn't just about diet and exercise. Rest and recovery are just as crucial. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you taking time to relax and recharge? Burning the candle at both ends might seem productive in the short term, but in the long run, it's a sure recipe for burnout. Finally, don't be foolish about your mental health. Stress, anxiety, and depression are silent killers of dreams and ambitions. Learn stress management techniques, practice mindfulness, and seek professional help if you need it. There's no shame in taking care of your mental health. In fact, it's one of the smartest investments you can make. Remember, your body is the vehicle through which you experience life. Treat it with care, nourish it, and honor it. When you have your health, you have 1,000 dreams. When you lose your health, you have only one. 7. Cultivate meaningful relationships. Now let's talk about something often overlooked in the discussion of success: relationships. Because here's the truth: no one achieves success alone. We are social creatures, wired for connection. The quality of your relationships profoundly impacts every aspect of your life. Start by taking inventory of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Do they lift you up or drag you down? Do they support your dreams or scoff at them? Do they challenge you to be a better person or enable your worst habits? Remember, you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose wisely. But this isn't just about surrounding yourself with successful people. It's about cultivating deep, meaningful connections. In our fast-paced digital world, it's easy to mistake superficial interactions for genuine relationships. But there's no substitute for real, in-person connection. Make time for the people who matter. Have real conversations. Put down your phone and give someone your full attention. Listen not to reply, but to understand. And don't forget to cultivate the most important relationship of all, the one with yourself. Show yourself the same kindness and respect you would show a dear friend. Practice self-compassion and learn to be comfortable in your own company. Also, think about how you can contribute to others. Volunteer your time, mentor someone, get involved in your local community organizations. Because here's a paradox of life. The more you give, the more you receive. When you make a positive difference in the lives of others, you'll find your own life enriched in ways you never imagined. 8. Develop a growth mindset. As our discussion approaches the halfway point, I want to talk about something that's the bedrock of all personal growth and achievement: your mindset. Specifically, the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. People with a fixed mindset believe their qualities are carved in stone. They think intelligence, personality, and abilities are fixed traits. This leads them to constantly try to prove themselves, avoid challenges out of fear of failure, and easily give up when things get tough. On the other hand, people with a growth mindset believe that even their most basic abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. They see challenges as opportunities to grow, embrace failure as a learning experience, and persist in the face of setbacks. The difference between these two mindsets is the difference between a life of stagnation and a life of continuous growth and fulfillment. So, how do you cultivate a growth mindset? It starts with awareness. When you face a challenge, pay attention to your inner voice. Is it saying, "I can't do this"? Or is it saying, "I can't do this yet"? That little word, "yet," makes all the difference. Next, reframe failure. Instead of seeing failure as proof of your inadequacy, see it as valuable feedback. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to improve? Embrace challenges. Seek out tasks that push you outside your comfort zone. Remember, that's where the growth happens. Sometimes, if you're not failing, you're not pushing yourself hard enough. Cultivate curiosity. Approach life with a sense of wonder. Ask questions, explore new ideas, and never stop learning. Finally, celebrate effort, not just outcomes. Recognize that the process of growth is just as important as the achievement. Be proud of your hard work and persistence, regardless of the immediate results. Remember, your mindset isn't carved in stone. With conscious effort and practice, you can shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. And when you do, you'll unlock a world of possibilities you never knew existed. 9. Create a legacy. As our discussion nears its end, I want to talk about something that might sound a little grand, but is actually deeply important: creating a legacy. When I talk about legacy, I'm not talking about having a building named after you or a statue erected in your honor. I'm talking about the impact you have on the world around you. I'm talking about how you'll be remembered in the lives of the people you touched. Too many people go through life focused only on their own success and happiness. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to be successful and happy. But if that's all you focus on, you're missing out on one of the most fulfilling aspects of life: making a difference. So, I want to ask you, what kind of legacy do you want to leave? How do you want to be remembered? What mark do you want to leave on the world? Maybe you want to be remembered as someone who always stood up for what was right, even when it was unpopular. Maybe you want to be known as a mentor who helped others achieve their dreams. Maybe you want to create a business that provides value to customers and opportunities for employees. Whatever it is, start working on it now. Because legacy isn't something you leave when you're gone. It's something you create every single day through your actions and your decisions. Start small. Look for opportunities today to make a positive difference in someone's life. Maybe it's a kind word to someone who's struggling. Maybe it's volunteering your time for a cause you believe in. And then, think bigger. What are your skills and knowledge that could benefit others? How can you use your talents to solve a problem or fill a need in your community? Consider starting a project or an initiative that aligns with your values and passions. It doesn't have to be grand and world-changing from the start, just something that matters to you and benefits others. Remember, the greatest legacy you can leave isn't something carved in a headstone. It's something woven into the lives of others. It's about the lives you touched, the hearts you opened, the minds you awakened. And here's the beautiful part. When you focus on creating a positive legacy, you'll find that your own life becomes richer and more fulfilling too. Because there's no greater satisfaction than the knowledge that you've made a positive difference in the world. 10. Embrace lifelong learning. And now for our final point, the one that ties everything together: lifelong learning. In today's rapidly changing world, the ability to learn and adapt isn't just an advantage, it's a necessity. The skills that got you here yesterday might not be enough to get you where you want to go tomorrow. The knowledge you have today might be obsolete next year. That's why continuous learning is so crucial. It's not just about acquiring new information, it's about staying relevant, staying adaptable, and staying curious and engaged with the world around you. When we talk about learning, I'm not just referring to formal education. Yes, taking classes and getting degrees can be valuable, but learning comes in many forms. It could be reading books, listening to podcasts, attending seminars, or even just having meaningful conversations with people who challenge your thinking. The key is to make learning a habit. Set aside time every day, even if it's just 15 minutes, for learning. Read an article about a topic that interests you. Watch a documentary. Learn a new skill on an online platform. But don't just passively consume information. Engage with it. Ask questions, challenge assumptions, and look for ways to apply what you're learning to your life and work. Also, don't limit yourself to just your field of expertise. Some of the most innovative ideas come from the cross-pollination of different disciplines. A concept from biology might spark a breakthrough in your business. An idea from architecture might help you solve a personal problem. And remember that learning isn't just about gaining knowledge, it's also about unlearning. It's about being willing to let go of outdated ideas and beliefs and being open to new perspectives and ways of thinking. Embrace a lifelong learner's mindset. Approach every day with curiosity and a sense of wonder. See every experience as an opportunity to learn something new. Because here's the truth. The day you stop learning is the day you stop growing. So, as we wrap things up, let's reflect on these 10 points. Setting clear goals, crafting a personal growth plan, decluttering your life, establishing a morning routine, mastering your finances, prioritizing your health, cultivating meaningful relationships, developing a growth mindset, creating a legacy, and embracing lifelong learning. These aren't just items on a checklist. They're a fundamental shift in how you approach life. It's about becoming a more focused, more disciplined, more resilient, and more incredible version of yourself. It's about becoming the person who can achieve those bold goals you've set. Now, a thought might be popping into your head. This is great, but it's a lot. I can't do all of this by the new year. And you're right. You can't achieve all of this overnight. But here's the crucial thing. You don't have to do it all at once. The important thing is to start today, right this very moment. Because every journey begins with a single step. And once you start moving in the right direction, you'll begin to build momentum. Each small victory will give you the confidence and energy to tackle the next challenge. Start with one thing. Maybe it's setting those clear, compelling goals. Or maybe it's committing to a morning routine. Whatever it is, commit to it fully. Give it your all. And once that habit is established, move on to the next step. Remember, personal growth isn't a destination. It's a lifelong journey. And like any journey, there will be ups and downs. There will be setbacks. There will be failures. And there will be days when you want to give up. But here's the difference between the achievers and the dreamers. It's persistence. It's the willingness to get back up when you fall. It's the determination to keep moving forward, even when the path gets tough. Because here's the truth. Success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about failing forward. It's about learning from your mistakes and using those lessons to propel you onward. And as you embark on this journey of personal growth and achievement, remember something important. You are not alone. Look around you. There are people who believe in you, people who want to see you succeed. Lean on them, learn from them, and in turn, be that source of support and encouragement for others. Now let's talk about execution, because knowledge without action is meaningless. So here's what I want you to do. First, grab your calendar and actually block out time for each of these 10 areas. Make appointments with yourself. Treat these appointments as sacred, because they are promises to your future self. Second, get accountable. Share your goals and your plan with someone you trust. Ask them to check in on your progress regularly. Even better, find an accountability partner who is also committed to personal growth. Support each other, challenge each other, and celebrate each other's wins. And keep track of your progress. Keep a journal. Write down what you're learning, what's working, and what's not. Review it regularly. Look for patterns, and adjust your approach as needed. Finally, celebrate your progress. Not just the big wins, but the small ones too. Did you stick to your morning routine for a week straight? Celebrate it. Did you have a meaningful conversation with a friend instead of scrolling mindlessly on your phone? Celebrate it. Because here's the truth. Growth isn't always linear. Sometimes you'll take a step back to take 2 steps forward. But as long as you're moving forward overall, you're on the right track. And now, as our time together draws to a close, I want to leave you with one final thought, one last challenge. Imagine yourself 1 year from now. You've implemented all these strategies. You've stayed committed to your personal growth. You've navigated the challenges and the setbacks. Who have you become? What have you achieved? How do you feel? How has your life changed? Hold on to that vision. Let it be your motivation. Let it be your North Star that guides you through the ups and downs of the journey. Because here's the truth. That future you is possible. It's within your grasp, but it's up to you to make it happen. It's up to you to put in the effort. It's up to you to make the hard choices. It's up to you to persist when things get tough. You have everything you need within you. The potential for greatness, the capacity for growth, the power to create the life you desire. So, as you stand on the precipice of this new year, I challenge you. I challenge you to commit to these 10 areas of growth. I challenge you to commit to becoming the best version of yourself. I challenge you to make this coming year the year that changes everything. Because when you commit to personal growth, when you commit to yourself, you're not just changing your own life, you're changing the lives of everyone around you. You're creating ripples of positive change that extend further than you can see. You have the power to make a difference, the power to create a life of meaning and purpose, the power to leave a legacy that lives on beyond your own years. So don't wait. Don't put it off until tomorrow, or next week, or next month. Start now. Take that first step. Make that commitment to yourself. Remember, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is now. The same is true for personal growth. The best time to start was years ago. The next best time is right now. You have the power, you have the potential. All you need is the decision to act, the decision to commit. So I ask you, are you ready? Are you ready to challenge yourself? Are you ready to become the person you were meant to be? The choice is yours. The opportunity is in front of you. The time is now. Let's make this the moment that changes everything. The moment you commit to becoming your best self. The moment you start creating the life you've always dreamed of. Because you are worth it. You are. And the world needs what only you can offer. So let's go. Set those goals. Craft that personal growth plan. Declutter your life. Establish that morning routine. Master your finances. Prioritize your health. Cultivate those meaningful relationships. Develop that growth mindset. Create that legacy. And embrace lifelong learning. Do these 10 things and watch your life transform. Watch yourself become the person you always knew you could be. The journey won't be easy, but I promise you, it will be worth it. Every step, every challenge, every setback, every victory, it will all be worth it. Because in the end, what matters most at the end of your life isn't what you accumulated, it's who you became. It's not what you got, it's what you gave. It's not your success, it's your significance. So let's make this coming year count. Let's make it a year of transformation, a year of growth, a year of becoming. The year is drawing to a close, but your journey has just begun. And what an amazing journey it will be. Thanks for growing with Reset Mindset. Now go out there and make it happen. Your future self is waiting. The world is waiting. It's your time to shine.